Okay, good day, my dear ka-ODL. So this video is specially intended to my dear colleagues in the English department, Sir Leo and Ma'am Sandra. So ang topic natin ay paano nga ba gumawa ng Google Forms. Okay, so ano nga bang Google Forms? Usually ito yung ginagamit no, sa mga survey, sa mga links na binibigay sa atin para may automatic results, automatic responses, ma-record kagad. Okay, and we can see the results of the data. Sa educational setup naman natin, ang Google Forms is very useful, especially sa paggawa ng mga quizzes or summative tests or any forms of assessment para for automatic recording. Okay, so first thing that we should do is to click this one, the 9 dots, or look for the Google Apps. And then for the symbol drive, okay, click the symbol drive. Then here we go. So click new. Ito yung mga choices natin. We have the Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Forms. So dito tayo magpo-focus sa Google Forms. Click. So we have here the option. Okay, wait. Okay, oh my. It should be a blank form. Ayan, blank form. Ayan. You click the blank form, no? And then, wala pang siyang title. So, bigyan natin siya ng title. So, preferably, ang title natin ay yung context clues. This is our first topic in our English Module 1. So, makikita natin dito, may nakalagay na form description. So, pwede mo siyang describe. Or, or pwede rin, yung objective kung bakit mo yan pinapa-quiz. Or usually, ang nilalagay ko dyan ay direction. Para automatic nandyan na. So, direction. Next, click mo lang to, lalabas na yung context clues dyan sa taas. Then, take note, ang Google Forms ay automatic. Kung ano man lahat ng gawin mo dito, all it says here, all changes save in drive. Automatic lahat yan. So, walang redo. Kaya, ano talaga. So, be careful in what you're doing kasi automatic siya na nagsisave. And then, dito, ilagay natin ating first question. Okay. Now, kung sakaling wala ng time para mag-type, no? May mga ready-made naman na available na questions or quizzes sa ating module. So, just like in module 1, ka-ready na. Ito yung converted form in or the edited form in Word, di ba naka-PDF ito and then we convert it in Word, ready na. So kung mapapansin natin sa ating mga hard copies, hindi natin sinama ang part na ito, the additional activities, kasi ito na yung enrichment part na pwede natin ibigay sa ating mga students in a form of a quiz. So kunin ko muna ito, copy-paste lang tayo. The direction. Okay, copy, and then paste natin dyan. Okay, so mayroon na tayong direction. Next, the first question is, copy din natin. Okay. Copy. Ayan. But if you have your own assessment na ginawa natin, of course, pwedeng-pwede. Ito para ano lang, madalian lang. Niko-convert natin siya into a quiz form. Okay, so nandyan na yung question number 1. Now, automatic, matalino kasi ang Google Forms, no? Mga Google Apps. Ang suggestion niya dito is multiple choice kaagad ito. At nakuha niya nga multiple choice kaagad. Yung type ng question na yan. So, kung ano yung type ng question na pwede natin ibigay, kung ano natin gustong gawin, pwede rin short answer. But actually, hindi siya mag-fit sa short answer eh. Okay, depende sa question. Pwede rin sa paragraph, in a paragraph form sila magsasagot. Pwede natin i-discover itong mga yan. But usually, ginagamit natin dito ay short answer sa mga identification part, paragraph kung may essay, multiple choice. But now we go to multiple choice. And then, ang option number 1, dito natin lalagay yung mga select. Yung mga answers that where they are going to select the best answer. So, for example, letter A, Suggestions, add. Okay, so type natin option A or pwede namang add all para sa multiple choice. Ayan, so automatic A, B, C, D na. So if you have still other choices, pwede yung add option or add other. So multiple choice yan, kaya 4 choices tayo. Now, makikita natin dito, may nakalagay na required. So, ibig sabihin, parang sa mga pag nagsasurvey tayo, di ba, hindi, pag nagsasagot tayo ng survey, hindi tayo makakaalis hanggat may red na asterisk. Parang ganito yon. So, our students, hindi sila makakaalis sa question na ito hanggat di nila sinasagutan. So, i-require natin siya. It's a requirement that they need to answer before they can go to the next question. Pero, kung gusto naman natin i-test ang kanilang accountability at responsibility na sila talaga ay nagbabasa ng question, carefully answering questions, pwede nating unrequire para makita natin kung talagang sila ay nagbabasa. For the sake of this, i-require natin. Okay? Now, next question. For the second question, madali lang, i-click lang natin tong duplicate. Now, pag duplicate, so here, palitan lang natin ng second question. So, kunin ulit natin ang ating second question sa ating module. Okay, here, copy. Ayan, paste. And then, tayo nang bahalang maglagay ng mga sagot dyan sa ating choices. Okay, for example, here, yung mga choices natin na nandun sa module. Tingnan nga natin. So, copy-paste, copy-paste. Or, pwede i-type ko na lang ito para mabilis. 10, 50, 100, 1,000 years. Okay, 10 years, then 50 years, 100, then 1,000. So, ayan. Yan yung mga pagpipilan kunwari. And then, ganito rin sa second question. So, ano nakalagay dun sa module? Yung mga 4 choices ilagay natin dyan. And then, you require it or not to require at all, pwede. Next, for the third question, duplicate ulit yan, and then, and so on and so forth. And so on and so forth. Okay, so kung 15 questions yan, complete natin na 15 questions. Okay, next. So, paano naman, after doing this multiple type of quiz, multiple choice, no? Anong susunod na gagawin natin? So, let's try to customize our theme. Itong button na yan. So, customize it. Pwedeng choose image kung gusto mong mag-upload ng header or change color. Okay, pink, ayan, or blue. Okay, let's choose this blue or blue-green. And what else? Try nga natin background color. Anong background color? Okay, yan. And then, ito naman sa header, okay, depende kung mayroon kayong gustong i-upload. So, you can choose your image here. Ayan. Example, this one. Try natin. Insert. Ayan. So, usually, ito yung mga nakikita natin sa mga survey, ano? Yung mga ganyang background or illustration for the sake of art. Okay. So, okay na. Kunwari, naguna natin ng 15 items na question dyan. Okay. Ano pa? Ano ang susunod? Customize theme. Okay na. May isa pa. Okay, ito. Ito, napaka-importante ito. Itong setting. Anong mayroon sa setting? Okay, so, paano mo ma-assure na talagang quiz yan? You assign this as a quiz para automatic yung mga points. Magsiset tayo ng answer. Okay, click natin yan. Huwag na huwag kalimutan to Okay, make this as a quiz. Tapos, click immediately after each submission, may automatic score niya. Kaya i-click natin yan. Kung gusto natin makita kaagad yung result, yung score. Of course, wag yung manual review. Mas ito talaga automatic. After they submit, may automatic scores kaagad. Okay? And then, what else? Okay, so after tayong napunta dun sa setting kanina, punta tayo sa responses. Ay, hindi pala. Dun sa questions. Balik tayo. May isa pa tayong gagawin na importante. So, maglalagay tayo ng key answer. Actually, nalagyan ko na pala ito ng key answer, no? So, yan. Lalagyan natin. Kunwari, balik tayo. Pindutin tong answer key. So, kung makikita nyo, meron na tayong key answer na nilagay. So, yan. So, i-click lang natin to. Yan. And then, feedback. Meron na rin. So, edit ko lang ito. Yan. For correct answers, you say good job and then you save. Yan. And then, mark as done. Okay, ipakita ko sa inyo ulit kung paano. For example, dito. Okay, so kung makikita natin, wala pang answer key. So, maglagay tayo answer key. Kunwari, answer key is letter D. And then, the point system. Ang gusto mong ilagay dito ay 1 point, 2 point. It's up to you as a teacher. And then, it's also up to you kung maglalagay pa tayo ng feedback. Especially sa correct answers. Kunwari, ang ating feedback ay pag nakuha niya ang tamang sagot for every question, good job, okay, you save it. So, may key answer, may feedbacks, and then ito, importante ito, huwag kalimutan ang points. Kung ilang points uh, bawat question. And then, after that, after giving the points, the feedback, the key answer, after assigning that, then mark as done. So, okay na. And then, dire-diretso lang yan. Okay, and then, so we have already assigned it as a quiz. Kung makikita nyo, 2 points lang, no? Kasi yun lang ang binigyan natin ng key answer. So, kung 15 items yan, lagyan natin lahat ng key answer. So, ito, makikita natin sa total points, 15. Para 15 points yan lahat. And then, if you want to preview, next na gagawin is to preview. Paano nga ba ang itsura nito sa pagdating sa ating mga students? So, ito ang preview, no? So, mayroon title ng quiz, may direction, at may mga questions na. Imagine, kunwari, 15 points. And then, they can submit. So, pag na-submit na yan, anong itsura? Ay, pakita natin later on. For example, pag na-submit na, hindi ako makakapag-submit pala. Kasi, if you're a student, kailangan mong sagutan kasi required question siya. So, yan. Kunwari, tapos na sila, then they can submit. May isang pang missing dito na hindi natin nagawa. So, ano yon? Okay, so, lagyan natin, wag kalimutan ang choice na name and section. Balik tayo doon sa ating question form. So, maglalagay tayo ng isa pang question. So, dito, i-click natin tong context clues na banda and then plus sign. Mag-click lang kayo sa part na ito. After the title and the direction, click lang and then plus sign, meaning add question, and anong question natin? Name. Since wala namang score to, wag natin bibigyan ng points or answer key. So, wala yan. So, tanggalin natin ang points and tanggalin natin ang answer key. Wala namang answer key. And then, okay. Wait, pakita ko sa inyo to. It is okay, sabi ni Google, short answer. Tama, short answer because they're going to type their name here. Kaya short answer. Pero, ano answer key ang ilalagay? Wala. Well, hindi din natin i-check tong mark all other answers incorrect. Okay? So, wala ding feedback. Wala tayong i-click dyan. So, as it is, just a name. But, one thing to remember, we should require them with their name. Pwede natin hindi i-require yung ibang items, wag lang yung name. Kasi, bakit? Of course, para malaman natin yung kung sino ang nagsasagot, kung kaninong Google form ito. And then, duplicate another slide for the section. And then, we type section. And yan. Ayan. Okay, so yan ang purpose ng short answer. And then, you require them again. Then, let's go to the preview. So, ito na ang itsura niya. So, okay na. We have the context clues, direction, name, section, and all the items. Pag okay ng bata, magsasubmit na yan. And then, ano ang last na gagawin natin? We're going to go back again here to the question form and then send. You send this. You can collect emails from your student. You click that and then you click this one. This is the link. You can shorten it and then, okay na. Copy And then you can send this to the GC of your student or to the Google Classroom.